Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, this is the matchup that everybody has been looking forward to all season. You might remember Texas got off to a rocky start under young quarterback Arch Manning last year in Columbus. But he is better, and the team has improved around him. Ohio State was in the college football playoff last year, and Ryan Day expects this team to be even better. We'll find out here today. This is the matchup everybody's been waiting for. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense who will have the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Manning with a play fake. It's complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Smothers. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more.
He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Might as well give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Strong, firm tackle. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical?
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Manning lines up in the gun on third down. The throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Pass completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Zayn. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Jackson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. The Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's not surprising. You're going for that every single time. 4th and inches in your opponent's territory. You're trying to get closer and closer to field goal range so you can pay this drive off by scoring points. Nice play call.
Julian with the play fake. Still on his feet. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Jackson. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Julian saying to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the... He takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Play fake, Sayin. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Say it. Unloads to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a 2-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Throwing, say it, bringing the heat. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
fellas. Welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to bounce back from the Game 1 loss. They lead here in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Makes the catch, and he's free. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Longhorns want to move quickly. They go play action with Manning. Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to turning it on.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go right back to him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not...
Maybe a crease. Picks up the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. To the air, it's Sayin. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Saying, under fire. This time it's complete. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Snagged out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. In the red area, it's Jackson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Motion from the wideout. Brought down after a nice gain. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll try the counter. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Throwing Manning. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Running inside, it's Jackson. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go play action with Saying. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to barge their way in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The extra point here would tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Tie game, 4th quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Snags it quickly on the left. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Manning rushes on him. Flips it out in the flat. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. With the draw, it's Jackson. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Could be an alley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Say it. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Trying to run, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Manning on play action. Got him downfield. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Throwing, say it. Looking down the middle. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
We get a big completion there, and I know there's a sense of urgency. This is a 2-minute drill, but there is still time on the clock. This quarterback understands how to manipulate that and work that. We'll be clocking it. We're going to be using the sidelines to our advantage, try to put ourselves in a position to win this game.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one in that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Maybe some room here. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Going to the run, it's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties.
Ohio. Today, an in-state clash between two teams from the state of Ohio, and here football is important, and beating an in-state rival carries a little more weight. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Golden Flashes will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes Julian Sayet. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. The run inside. It's Jackson. There he goes. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And they said to us in the meetings leading up to this football game, really wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, run the football. First drive, this is exactly what they're doing. They're getting what they want. This defense has to get better at the point of attack.
Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll go to the counter. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeye! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Golden Flashes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
Makes the grab and room to run. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going with the counter play here. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Keeps it himself. Makes a man miss. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Inside the 10. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Now on the move. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Golden Flash's offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Golden Flashes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it on the counter. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Harris. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Golden Flashes are marching down the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Sayin makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Might have a chance. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quick Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run the option. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And the golden flashes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Play fake, Julian Saying. He'll get rid of it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Saying. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
Looking for open space. It's Jackson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Julian Saying to throw. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Breaks free. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sayin on the play action. Throws to the wideout. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Sayin. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. On target. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Harris. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Complete on the left to Smith. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, say it. Quickly to the tight end. Runs through a man. He might have space. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Demon Deacons with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Columbus. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it.
Punt, and he's got room. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
There's a crease. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Julian with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver there working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Right back to the well. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You always hear, put it on the tight end's body, Jesse, but with this guy, you don't have to all the time.
No, he's got long arms, Reese, and he's athletic. I mean, this guy can jump. He can go vertical. He can go horizontal. And that, my friend, was a stab. That was incredible.
Using his legs, it's Jackson.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but, man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
From the gun on third down, Sayin. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running it to the right. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Baldwin. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Jackson. There's some room. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. And the Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Say it. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Trying the left side. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Here's Julian saying to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He turns that loose down the right side. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So here comes Kent State's offense, ready to get this drive underway. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go right back to him. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They boot it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The run inside. It's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Say it. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the ground to try to pick up the first. Plows through the defense. Finding some room. He's at the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
Ron, a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the lead, are they just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room? But they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ohio. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They'll ride the hot hand. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throw it, say it. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and the ball will be spotted at the 47. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Jackson. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to him.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin them deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. That's caught. It's Alexander. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Got his man out of the backfield. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here's Sayin to throw. Finds his man. It's Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Makes a man miss. Here's a little room there. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. It's complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Play fake, Sayin. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The run inside. It's Jackson. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sayin, bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running the red zone. It's Jackson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs, really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin makes a grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll run the option. Powers through the defender. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw it again.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Haas. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on third down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And the Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw?
He's taking the shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now.
First place medal win. GG.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Running inside. It's Berry. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Across the 45. Snags it, and there's running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole 9. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long game. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Levin. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Quick toss. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Great job by the back on the option.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Arch Madness throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. And with the pick 6. Touchdown LSU.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Arch to throw. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Gonna run it. It's Smothers.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Inside the 25. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown Longhorns! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen, and you saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Durham.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to set up an outbreaking route here on 3rd and 1.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. At midfield, he's got room. Turning wide open on 4th down, he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The run inside. It smothers. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. Here's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to Brown. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Manning with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Third down from the gun. Manning fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Got a little grass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Levin. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up.
Snags it and he's open. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Nice move there. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Here comes the 2-point try. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about their stadium in all of college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yard to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll start on the ground with Brown. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they tried to run that sweep out route. I like going to the wide side of the field, getting somebody the ball that can really, really run. Just got to block it up a little better. Give him a chance to at least get that edge, and then he might be able to do some more damage.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dumps it to the back. He makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Snagged in the middle. It's Foley. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Cardinals have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man. It's Skinner. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Ready. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Cardinals! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks. You're able to come out. You run the ball. You throw the ball. And this offense right now is in a groove early.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this team right now has got to be into some shell shock, right? I mean, you can't start any worse. Your defense allows a touchdown on the opening drive, and on your offensive first play, you throw a pick. You just got to take a deep breath right now. Everything is a tidal wave that you're trying to fight against. It's just going to take one good one to turn this thing around, but this is not the start they were hoping for.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Again, it's Brown. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Running to the left. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. It's Marsh.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They go to the counter. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, 2 guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. maybe a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone.
Caught. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
With the run, trying to get closer, and they knock it free. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a...
Got it! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Running inside. It's Marshall. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 22 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. To the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do a 1st and goal. And the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the running pass.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. It is good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Tight end now in motion. Hand off for Brown. Hard running there. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's first down from the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Check, check, check. 22, lights up. 22, lights up. Ready, go.
This time he wants to throw. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give on the counter.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down.
And the Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Picks up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, in 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Brown again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He got it. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Blue 22, blue 22, go!
He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hands it off on the counter. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go to the counter play. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Underwood into the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Big Blue with the answer. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work into play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Under fire. Got his man on the outside. Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down.
Ready? Go.
He goes right back to the air. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, and in this situation, trailing late, you know this is going to be the guy they throw the football to. He is one of the best receivers in all of college football. The defense needs to be anticipating the quarterback looking his way.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's got his man across the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Isaac Brown looking for room on the left. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Louisville! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
as a coach, you're trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Delayed handoff. It's Marshall. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Wolverines are in the hurry up.
Really nice play call there. You've got enough time to run the ball and mix it in if you want, understanding you're putting yourself in position now to go win this game.
Got his man downfield. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. From the red zone, it's Marshall. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they've got the lead in the final minute. Big Blue with the response.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me 1 more stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Turns it loose. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed to stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football. 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep. And
going for it all. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.